Good morning. It's not super early, but it's still morning, but I'm sitting by a window, so I feel like the morning sun is shifting, so that might bug you. But anyway, I've decided that actually a few months ago, it's something I've really been thinking about, and I talked to my husband about it, and he was quite shocked because I am not someone that has ever desired or wanted to show up on video in this way. If you've been to this channel before and you're subscribed or you just pop in every now and then you know most of the content is shared audios from my podcast and a few interviews I've done sprinkled in video clips and things like that. But months ago, it's like I just really felt like I wanted to start showing up face to face and cultivating conversations and community here on YouTube, because I spend a lot of time on YouTube, and it started years ago. I'm not quite sure, but it's like that's actually where I get my news. It's where when I want to go chill out, I find I come to YouTube. And it used to be more Instagram, and I still like that space, but I feel like it's changed a little bit. And I found that YouTube seems to be where I hang out the most. So I have just really been feeling like I wanted to show up face to face here, and the plan is to do it this fall. It was not the plan to do it this morning. And so I'm actually kind of shocked that I have hit record and doing this, because it's not the day I would choose to do this. I actually am just coming off being out of town for several days. And so I've thrown some stuff in the wash, and I'm just kind of unpacking and easing back into home life and normal life, slowly taking my time doing that. So my feet are swollen, my eyes are puffy, because as usual, I actually do pretty good when I'm at the destination where I'm at, of not going crazy eating wise, or veering off track of what I know works well for me. It's the way home, and especially when I'm driving by myself. It's you stop to get gas, and I'm like, okay, this will help me stay alert on the road. So I indulge in some things that I don't typically, and so it's all good though. I know how to get back on track, but I'm reaping the consequences and a little more puffy and fluffy this morning. But I wanted to get on because I'm excited. This is a big week. It's actually the week that we're moving into the journal. And I know many of you, if you are familiar with me and what I do, have already ordered your autumn journal. You either have it in your hands. I know I've talked to several of you that already have yours, or they're on the way. But for those of you that maybe for whatever reason have just clicked on this video and you're like, well, what are you talking about? Last year was the first year that I put the seasonal journal out into the world. And what this is, it is a journal that has original artwork that I do incorporated, but it walks us through each season. And there's 13 weeks in each season. So starting last year, every season I put out a journal. And there's a weekly focus for each week. It's just a short thought with a few journal prompts and then a few pages for you to write out your prayers and just process the questions that were asked or the thought. And I love to say that once you get the journal, it's yours to do whatever you want. You could never write on the pages, and that's totally fine. Or you might run out of pages and you have to use an extra composition book to write all the things in your heart that you're pouring out. Love it. Perfect. The point is, it's yours to use how it is most life-giving to you. And I know many people that just get the journal, I don't want to say just, that get the journal, read the weekly focuses, read the prompts, and that's how they use the journal. And I think that's wonderful because it's causing you to stop and think, and that's the whole point. It is, this journal's come out of rhythms and practices that I found and cultivated in my life through the years that I so desperately needed, because maybe your mind's not like mine, but life can just be so full and so noisy. And even though, I always had a devotional time and have always looked to and cultivated my relationship with God, it's like I just needed this different way of grounding my heart and my mind. And for me, this has just been so life-giving. And I talked about, I think it was one of the last podcast episodes, how you hear people talk about when something is so life-giving to you and something that saves your life, you feel like, in a sense, you can't help but want to pass it on. And so sharing the journal, putting it together and sharing it with the world, it became something I felt like I couldn't keep to myself. And so it's been a labor of love that I've continued to do, but I'm really excited about the autumn journal, the artwork, how everything turned out. I couldn't be more pleased. And I love autumn, as you know, if you know me. I say, as you know, you could be new here and have no clue who I am. But if you know me, you know I love all things autumn and all things fall. Love the season and all of the beautiful things it brings. And we talk a lot about that. It's woven in the weekly focus is how this season invites us home. And I love on the back, I actually wrote in the artwork, if you can see that, it says, "The awe of autumn inviting us home." And I believe it does that in so many ways, in every way. It invites us home to God, our creator, our ultimate source of life. It invites us home to gather and to create memories together, to share and to look across a table and engage with our family and our friends and our neighbors and the people that God has placed in our life. And I am excited about entering this new season. And so if you haven't gotten your journal yet, it's not too late if you want to start this week with us, which Sunday is the official first day of autumn. So in the description here, I'm not used to saying it there. I'm used to saying stuff like on Instagram, but we will have information for you to find this journal if you want to order it. There's also different ways to connect inside each journal in the weekly focus. There's original art on each thing. And then you can see there's actually a scan code that will lead you to podcast episodes and audios that will help kind of like supplemental things that go along with the weekly focus. So anyway, I'm glad you stopped by if you're new, and welcome. And I am looking forward to chatting with you guys soon. But I just wanted to pop in real quick and say, run, get it, because I want to start with you this Sunday. Grab your journal.